Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Heijun from Hanshi. Today I'm back with a video where I can give you more examples of 은데는데 and 어서아서. Many of you requested for another video of 은데는데 and 어서아서 with more examples because yes, it can be confusing when to use which clausal connective. Today's video is only going to focus on examples and how the meaning changes, so I will suggest you with several example sentences and they could be correct or incorrect. Try to figure out if that's a correct one or an incorrect one. So the first example I brought is 주말이어서 데이트할래요? 주말이어서 데이트할래요? Does that seem like a correct sentence? If you don't know how to approach this, you can try to translate this into English first and see if that makes sense. So 어서아서 is used for showing cause and effect. So if you translate that into English, it becomes, would you like to go out on a date with me because it's a weekend? So how does that English sentence sound to you? The date doesn't happen because it's a weekend. So to your request to go on a date, you're giving a justification by saying that it's a weekend. And of course, you and the listener both know that it's a weekend. It's not something personally opinionated, but it's a statement that it is a weekend. So you would say, would you like to go on a date with me since it's a weekend? So that means 주말이어서 데이트할래요? It's an incorrect sentence. You need to use 은데는데 instead of 어서아서. So the actual sentence becomes 주말인데 데이트할래요? And in that sense, you can kind of look at this as you're giving some kind of a background information where it's a weekend, so why don't we go out on a date? So you're kind of providing a background info and also justifying your request to your listener. Then how about this sentence? 배불러서 못 먹어요. If you translate that into English, I can't eat because I am full. 배불러서 못 먹어요. So is this a correct sentence or an incorrect sentence? It is a correct sentence. The reason why you can't eat is because you are full. To elaborate, because of your full stomach, you cannot eat anymore. So you have a cause and you see that effect. So 배불러서 못 먹어요. When you use 은데는데 in this case, it sounds odd because it seems like you're trying to use 은데는데 for a contrast. Something opposite should come after, such as you can eat more even though you are full. And just to add on to that, you cannot use 은데는데 because yourself being full is your current state where you need to tell your listener in order for the listener to know that you are full. It's not something that is given or something natural that you would know, such as today is sunny. So you need to use 어서아서. Then how about this sentence? 늦었는데 택시를 타세요. Take a taxi since you're late. This is a correct sentence because you're giving a justification as to why he or she should take a cab, the taxi. It is because the person is late. And that's something that the listener knows and the speaker knows. Therefore, you use 은데는데. 늦었는데 택시를 타세요. Take a taxi since you're late. Then how about 심심해서 게임할까요? 심심해서 게임할까요? Should we play a game because we are bored? How does that sentence sound to you? In this case, you need 은데는데 instead of 어서아서. You can certainly play a game because you're bored, but this sentence is a question. Should we play a game? And that means you are suggesting and you're giving a background information as to why you should play a game. If you're ending a sentence with 게임해요, where the subject is yourself, like I, then you can say, I play a game because I'm bored. You can use 어서아서. 심심해서 게임해요. 은데는데 is used because you're trying to give a background information. Since we are both bored, why don't we play a game? You're giving that background information and at the same time, you're giving a justification to your suggestion. How about this sentence? 당신은 좋은 선생님인데 많이 배웠습니다. If you translate that into English, it becomes I learned a lot since you're a good teacher. In this case, do you think this sentence is correctly written? You should use 어서아서 instead. Because when you are saying that you're a good teacher, that's personalized. And that means that information is something that the speaker knows, but not the listener. So when you're trying to give somewhat of an opinionated statement, you would say 어서아서 instead of 은데는데, because it's an information that only the speaker yourself knows. And you can also say this is a cause and effect, where you've learned a lot because of this good teacher. So you would need to say 당신은 좋은 선생님이어서 많이 배웠습니다. This was actually one of the comments that I got and I greatly appreciate it. But this is actually the correct way to say you're a great teacher and I've learned a lot. 은데는데, when you're trying to use that in a contrasting form, it's quite simple and easy to use because you just need two clauses that are contrasting each other. But the usage of 어서아서 and 은데는데 are very similar but different. I wanted to give you more examples of when to use 어서아서 and 은데는데 when you're using them as a reason. I hope that helped, and if you have any further questions, please leave them below and please let me know, give me any kind of feedbacks, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!